got a big goddamn problem with the news. You ready for this? The news is completely manipulated. Everything you hear every single day is designed by corporate media to do one thing and one thing only. To keep you living in fear. Total fear. Fear so you go out and spend money on things you probably don't even need, things you probably already have six of, so that their advertisers will keep buying ads on their stations. I'll tell you one more thing, ready for this? I'll do this all day, man.
This is Jerusalem, and that is Yemen. This road, this is 2,000 kilometers. And Ifrit, which is a jinn, the most powerful of all jinn, in the court, said to him, I can bring you that throne before you rise from the throne, from this court. Which means that this Ifrit, this jinn, this most powerful of jinn, has the capacity to travel at lightning speed from Jerusalem all the way to Yemen, and then bring an object as big as the throne, bring it through space and time within a short period of time. If you could do that with a throne, you could do that with a missile. And so the jinn are capable of assisting human beings to develop missile technology. And that's why modern Western civilization succeeded with their missile technology. But then says someone in the court who has the knowledge of the book. This is Surah An-Nahl. It is a book which deals with travel through space and time. Book in what we may call aerodynamics. That is the book. And someone has knowledge of that book of aerodynamics with Allah. And that one said, I can bring you that throne before you can wink your eye. I can bring it to you at the speed far greater than what these jinn can do. And so there is a technology in the world that will make it possible for missiles to fly at a speed faster, much faster than anything that modern Western civilization can produce. And when that technology comes to the world, if you have an aircraft carrier and war breaks out, you've got to hide that aircraft carrier somewhere. You've got to hide it, because whoever has that technology will be able to destroy all your aircraft carriers before you can even wing, at a speed so fast that you cannot protect yourself.
The difference between mechanical spirituality, which appears to have taken over most of the world of contemporary Sufism today, and the spirituality of the Quran, of Nabi Muhammad and of the Aslas, his companions. And that spirituality delivers basar, to see with the internal eye. It is with basar, and only with basar, that a new world of Islamic scholarship can emerge in the model of the scholarship of Khidr Islam, which will dazzle the world in that last shower of rain which is to come in the Ummah of Muhammad Islam.
Let me tell you why. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it.
So if you are to acquire nur, if you are to reach the junction of the two oceans, if you are to see with the nur of Allah, you have to have a heart with kindness and compassion and forgiveness. The Prophet said, every act of kindness has its own reward. For on the day of trouble, that act of kindness will come to wash your trouble. So you cannot walk the path of nur, to receive nur from Allah, to see with the internal eye, to reach the junction of the two seas, to be able to penetrate the reality of the world today and not be deceived by appearance. In addition to knowledge externally acquired, you have knowledge which is internally received, that every fiber of your being, every single part of you displays kindness and compassion. The ocean of knowledge externally acquired, for which you've got to do your homework. You've got to plant if you want to reap. You've got to plant if you want to reap. And the ocean of knowledge internally received. وَعَلَّمْنَاهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا عِلْمًا. When these two oceans of knowledge harmoniously and integrated with each other. Now you have a scholar. If you don't do this, you is a schoolboy, unless you can bring these two oceans of knowledge to be harmoniously integrated with each other. So you'll find the most learned of all men there. And when he reached that place, he found him. Was he sitting on the shifting sand? When Washington says stand up, you stand up. When Washington says sit down, you sit down. Shifting sand. But not him. Guess where he's sitting? He's sitting on a rock. That is a Muslim. You got to go to the place where the two oceans meet. He's sitting on a rock. That is a Muslim.
Something has happened in you to trigger in you a different effect. That when you look around at the world, you remember something from the stories. Something has been triggered in you, a light has gone on in you, an activation has happened in you. Something has made you see the world differently now. And you look at it differently now. A vibration or frequency has raised your level now that you can just breathe.
You may not know who you are, but the enemy knows you and they see you and you stand out like a sore thumb. You stand out like a candle in the midst of darkness.
The believer has to have physical health, so they keep themselves healthy, exercising, taking their vitamins. But more important is their spiritual health. Because as soon as this being comes close to the body, if your body is healthy, you can begin to fight off the cold and the flu. And if you're spiritually healthy, then your zikrs and your recitations begin to raise your frequency, your soul heats up and begin to push away all these negativities. So the power of the soul has an unimaginable power compared to the jinn. Although the jinn nations are powerful, but they're nowhere in comparison to the soul of insan. That's something completely different. Their power and the power in which it resonates is a Muhammadan light, a Muhammadan haqqaiq. So that then pushes away every nefarious and bad creature and bad being. Although the jinn nations are powerful, but they're nowhere in comparison to the soul of insan.
But then says someone in the court who has the knowledge of the book, the Surah Al-Naml. And that one said, I can bring you that throne before you can wink your eyes. I can bring it to you at a speed far greater than what these jinn can do.
Although the jinn nations are powerful, but they're nowhere in comparison to the soul of insan.
You know why initiation is so hard in ancient Egypt and ancient Greece and Mesopotamia, and the priests and the priestesses that were there, they were only the badass ones. Do you know how hard it is to be initiated? Talking about the real deal. You know how hard it is to be initiated as the real deal.
YouTube is the intelligence services, and YouTube, if they don't want you to get anywhere, they shadow ban your site. That means whatever video you do gets no visibility on the search engine. You are a targeted individual. That means they're worried about you.
You may not know who you are, but the enemy knows you and they see you and you stand out like a sore thumb. You stand out like a candle in the midst of darkness.
Ain't no parasites in here, baby. This is my soul. That's why when I say things, it touches you right where it's supposed to, right in your heart.
The Quran was not just sent to Muslims. The Quran was sent to all of mankind. As a consequence, it to be clear to the Hindu, to the Buddhist, to the Jew, to the Christian, as well as to the Muslim, that only the Quran can restore the heart to normal time.
You are not only meant for one thing, like, to be a musician or just to be a painter or just to be you are just a burst of creativity that bursts into many different little streams. And animals love watching you be creative because it creates an energy of being creative. Literally feels like it extends your life. I don't know why it feels like it. It's just something that animals notice. Every time you're creative, you add like years, and I mean like happy years onto your life. Adding happy years onto your life creativity literally extends. It's like it stretches you. There's like a stretching motion that I'm feeling with you. And when you're creative, expansive as